A withdrawal, I also want to say, is spending money on things that are consumable, that aren't an investment. So, you know, again, like 17 pairs of black shoes, like you've got what you need, like what are you going to do with those extra ones? And I say it's a withdrawal because you go to the mall, you do it to feel better, and then you come home and you're like, why did I do that? And you already wore them once, now you can't return them, and you're like, I shouldn't have done that. So then you beat yourself up, the bill comes in, and then you beat yourself up again, and that's, so every time you do that, you think about it, that's like a withdrawal to your account. Same thing with things that are, you know, fun but consumable that you have nothing to show for by the time the bill comes if you're putting it on credit card. Things like, you know, restaurants. Now restaurants are great and they're fun to do on dates with friends and whatever, but if you're not paying cash generally for restaurants, that's a withdrawal because, unless you pay off your credit card balance in full every month, that's the one exception. But it's a withdrawal because, you know, you eat it, you swallow it, it's gone, the fun of that's over with, the bill comes in 3 weeks later, and all of a sudden there's a $250 bill for some lavish restaurant meal, and you're like, I don't even remember what I had. You know, it kind of like, there's a fleeting aspect to it. Now, investments are different. You know, if you're investing in your business, if you're investing in your growth, if you're investing in your education, if you're investing in a home, you know, these are things that you're putting something in and you're creating something bigger for later, and you're going to have something to show for it. And that can be tangible stuff, or it can be, you know, knowledge and growth, anything in between. But, you know, manicures are great. But again, like once it chips off and the bill comes in, and if you're not paying cash, there's no joy in it. You actually feel guilt. You feel bad. You know, those kinds of things. You know, if you want it to be your treat of treating yourself well, which it certainly can be, then you save for it. That's why pulling that money out and putting that aside is great. Planning for it, or taking it out of something you've just earned from a client. And then when you pay cash for something, that is a deposit. I know a lot of people don't like to carry around a lot of cash, understandably, but that's the beauty of debit cards and ATM cards. You know, it's the convenience of a credit card, but we don't owe anybody later. You know, it just comes straight out of our account. So I highly recommend those whenever possible, especially on consumable things that are not an investment.